I'm Pavo.
And I'm Neil.
And welcome to a very special That's No Moon.
It's a podcast.
Now you may realise that we're not in the shed today.
We're not.
We are not in the shed today.
We're in deep space.
We are in deep space. We are actually at money.co.uk's headquarters in Cirencester in the castle, hashtag Moneycastle, in their cinema room, which, as you can see, is made to look like Star Wars.
It is phenomenally like Star Wars.
And we're probably going to end up living here. Hello.
Hello.
We're just recording. Don't worry, but you're part of it. No, absolutely.
Carry on.
Just to explain, there are people coming and having tours while we're doing these things. But yes, we're here to talk Star Wars. It's an amazing little place they got here.
It is. It's phenomenal. I'm not moving. I'm not going. This is it. All right. Everything we do from now on will be in here.
I think it will, and I don't know whether or not we get a chance. Do you want to try and just spin the camera around very slowly?
If I come round.
If you have a look, we're going to try this. I don't know how well this is going to work, but if you want to try and slowly turn it round here.
Depending on how many people are sat there. We christened this with the latest Star Wars film.
That's sort of okay.
It's quite hard to do it, this.
No, they've got the bags here, but there's a popcorn maker.
Yeah, you want to go right the way round, don't you?
And there's a PS.
I didn't know whether people want to
PlayStation.
Okay, so as you can see, it's all very Death Star themed, as you can see.
We are in space.
The guys come in here and then
right, let's put that back.
Let's put that back. Yeah, I'm sure that all of the.
Am I in the right place?
No, you completely go that way now. It's going to be a mess now. That's it.
So we're very good filmmakers. Spielberg, Lucas, you watch out.
Yeah, maybe. Obviously, we're here to talk Star Wars, so we're going to do that. We will apologise now. There will be grabbing guests and getting people to come in and chat to us. Anybody that are going to be Star Wars. So this might be a little bit longer than normal episodes. Loz may even come and join us a little bit later on.
Be nice. Speak of the devil.
Oh, is she there?
There she is.
Is she there? Oh,
is she there?
So Loz is our co-host on the Pancast Movie Show, and there she is. Come on in. Come and say hello. Hiya.
That's it. Stay there.
Now, Loz very kindly invited us to their little event they've got tonight.
Yes, I did.
And you work here, don't you?
I do. This is where I work.
So you get to play in this place.
I've had to keep this so secret for so many months, and finally I can go, I work here, look at what I get to do.
It's amazing.
It's brilliant. It's a dream
I would
job.
never leave this place. I would just become in the dark all the time. I'd become very pale.
Yeah.
And fat.
Yeah, it's
my
very,
niece came
very
round
nice.
for a little tour the other day, and she went, she's only 8, she went, can we have a sleepover here, please?
It's lovely.
Yeah,
it's really, really nice.
Yeah.
I noticed on Facebook today the amount of people that have been saying, can we have a job? Is there a job going?
Is there a job going? There actually is. We are hiring, so look at our jobs page because we are looking for some developers and things. So
I'll develop this room and put the movies in.
There you go. Just walking in, I developed something.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was very embarrassing.
All good.
But nobody noticed.
So you're going to do your podcast now?
We're doing it. We're recording now.
This is
exciting.
You're on YouTube.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
And if anybody's listened to our radio show, they all know what a big fan of Star Wars Loz is. That she knows everything.
Although she does love BB-8.
She does love BB-8.
BB-8's my favourite.
Yeah, and Yoda used to.
Did you see? You might have already spoken about it, but did you see that the Daily Mail described this as the Star Trek remake?
They did, yeah. I was a little bit perturbed with that. I was a bit confused because it said Star Trek and then it said Star Wars at the end. And I thought, oh my god.
Don't worry, we got it right in our press release. We said Star Wars and they accidentally put Star Trek.
Oh.
And it's very funny because all of my colleagues that work here who are massive Star Wars fans text me going, Star Trek, and I was like, I thought it was something serious.
It is. You don't say Star Trek to a Star Wars fan. It's just not
funny,
on.
though.
It's like going, may the force be with you. You don't do it, do you?
People have got really angry about it.
Yeah, take that as a meme. But yes, our first story. Are we going to crack on with the business
Yes,
now?
let's
Do you
do
want me
the...
to stay or should
Yeah,
I?
It's entirely up to you. You don't have to stay if you don't want to.
No, I'm fine. I'll stay.
Okay, after a report that the rumour that Carrie Fisher's estate had been discussing with Disney over the use of the actress's likeness via CG in future movies, Disney took the unprecedented step of releasing a statement saying that they will not be using Fisher's likeness in CG form for Episode 8 or Episode 9. Now, we know that she's already filmed all the stuff for Episode 8.
Yeah, they had confirmed that, hadn't they?
And we also know that Colin Trevorrow, who's the director of Episode 9, came into LA last week for talks in regards to the story of Episode 9.
Right.
So, and what they're going to do, whether or not it's going to change the story now that she's passed away.
Well,
The question I was going to ask you,
Yep.
because the rumour is that she's got a big part to play in Episode 9, would you rather that they wrote her out of it completely or they recast?
I think wrote her out completely. I don't know.
But what if the story needs to be resolved? Would it be
a story can always change. You can make the story just as good and change it.
But if the story
might
was awesome.
mean somebody. Well, we'll never know, will we? So whatever they do, we would never know what the original story is.
Because they've done it before. They did it with Dumbledore. Richard Harris, and then went on to not Ian McKellen, Michael Gambon.
Yeah.
So they, but obviously she's been Princess Leia for 40 years. So
this is the problem, and she's so iconic as Princess Leia, isn't she? So I would personally say I would write her out if it was me. Somehow.
Right. Wouldn't the story come first? Would the story in the end come first?
Would you prefer? Let me ask you before you say this. Would you prefer a new Leia?
Well, a nude Leia.
A new. Although I know you would say yes to a nude Leia.
I would, yeah.
Stop thinking about
Sorry.
it. Get on to that.
No, I would say. The trouble is, what happens if they've sorted out Episode 8 now, and Episode 8 is fantastic, and the big scene in Episode 8 is Luke and Leia meeting for the first time in 30 years, and then the story naturally goes. See, look, Loz she's already tuned out. And then the natural progression is that Leia and Kylo Ren have this awesome scene in Episode 9.
There it is.
Aha! How are you?
We're
just recording our YouTube film. Just come and put your head.
This chap also works for us, and he is the biggest Star Wars fan I know, bar these guys.
Yes, Carl, and his name's Carl, and he supports Liverpool. He's an awesome dude.
Member of your family.
You are. I fell in love with you the first time I saw you, didn't I? Because you ticked all the boxes.
It's only the beard.
It's everything. You're the full package, mate. You're the full package. Yes, we're just recording our Star Wars show. So you're now on it. You're
very welcome to continue your tour.
Closing my talk.
Yes.
Yeah.
The room they've all been waiting for.
Yeah.
Again, absolutely.
Yeah.
But
Can't really show
Look
off
at the t-shirt.
We'll be rabbiting on there. There you go.
Big Star Wars fan also. Excellent.
Right, so my question to you was, would you prefer Leia to be in it as somebody else, or would you prefer her to be recast?
I want the story to be awesome. As much as I love Carrie Fisher, I want the story to be awesome, and I want Princess Leia's story to play out.
If you get the right screenwriters, you are going to get the right story.
I hope so.
And we got to have faith in what they do. I mean, if they do decide to recast, I'm not that I would consider is the right thing to do. But if it was me personally making that decision now, I think I would work in a way. But it all depends on Episode 8, doesn't it? So they know, obviously, what Episode 8 happens. So they know the right course. We don't. We're just going by, they need to do this, they need to do that.
Yeah.
So I'm in faith. I'm going to have faith in them. They will do the right thing.
That's fine. What do you think, Loz?
Well, what he said.
What a cop-out.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, right, Luke and his lightsaber. As part of his online series, Mark Hamill's Pop Culture Quest, part of the streaming site Comic-Con HQ, Hamill goes around looking for rare collector's items hidden away throughout the geek culture. Now, there's a clip of this online. Hamill seeing the original prop for his green lightsaber from Episode 6 for the first time in years. He instantly recognised it, didn't he, as well? If you watch that clip, he instantly recognises this.
Well, he thought that it was a replica originally, didn't he?
Yeah.
But then when they told him that it was the original one, but it was also Obi-Wan Kenobi's original one from A New Hope.
It was the special effects lightsaber in A New Hope. Yeah.
So, have you seen any of those?
I haven't really. No, are they good?
They are good. They are good. There's a hand puppet that's part of it as well, which is a bit weird.
Oh, what presenting?
Yeah, presenting with his name's Pop, presenting with Mark Hamill, which is a bit weird, but it's really good. He just goes round to people with fantastic collections and just geeks out. And he went to the DC vaults and saw all of the different DC cartoons and all the comic books. It's really, really good. But the first 2 episodes are on YouTube for free, and then the rest of them you go on to what's it, Comic Con HQ.
Yep.
And but it's good. It's Mark Hamill, isn't it? He's a legend.
Yeah, and he is a geek himself.
Oh, absolutely. He's got a fantastic. He's got a thing. He had a thing in his contract at the very start of Star Wars where he gets one of everything.
Right.
So he has got
clever,
as big a collection as anything. Thank you very much.
See you. Bye.
Yeah. Okay.
Right.
See you later. That was you just saying goodbye. Yeah. So he's got it written in his contract now that every toy he gets sent one of everything.
So that's right from the very beginning, the Kenner and right back.
Absolutely everything. So he's just got boxes after boxes after warehouses after warehouses.
You must have used some of them.
For what?
Playing with?
No, he doesn't, does he? He's a collector.
I'd play.
Okay.
Can I say something?
Yes.
You've got a big bit of earwax in your ear.
Just tell the whole of the internet, Loz, why don't you?
That's disgusting.
Are you saving that for later? So I thought you were looking at him lovingly. I thought she was going, no.
Looking at his earwax.
Awkward.
I thought you was going to say that you could see the screen right the other side straight through his head. Okay.
You're telling me anyway, that would have been awkward.
That'd have been awkward, wouldn't it?
The fate of the Hammerhead Corvette. Now, I didn't realise the Hammerhead Corvette that's in Rogue One is also in Rebels.
No, I didn't realise that.
Didn't you know that?
No.
There you go. We're all learning something now. Entertainment Weekly's Anthony Bresnikan spoke with executive producer and Industrial Light and Magic's chief creative officer John Knoll about Rogue One. Now, John Knoll was the guy that came up with the original idea for Rogue One.
Right,
He's the one that sold...
oh, yes, of course he is.
He came out at the Star Wars.
You forgot his name just for a second, didn't you?
Yeah,
I did, and so they were talking about Rogue One, and the mystery surrounding the Hammerhead came up.
That's such a mystery.
Well, it is, because it's spoilers for anybody that hasn't seen Rogue One. If you haven't seen Rogue One, you're not going to be watching this show anyway, so it doesn't matter. The Hammerhead smacks into a Star Destroyer and makes it crash into the shield, which means that they can transmit the plans. Now, I haven't noticed it, I need to watch it again, but the Hammerhead ship is going down with the Star Destroyer, and they're saying, well, what happened to the crew? The crew obviously all died.
Yeah.
But they're saying that's not the case. Noel said, the last shot you see of the Star Destroyers crashing through the gate, it's a very subtle thing, and it would probably be hard to tell this, but the lifeboats are all gone on the Hammerhead. It's my story that the Hammerhead crew got into the lifeboats and made it out. So they're heroes. They weren't like martyrs or suicide bombers. They were heroes, and they managed to get out, and then probably went to Alderaan for a big party, and then the Death Star blew Alderaan up. That's probably what happened.
Yeah. They'll probably make a standalone film about it.
They may well do.
Yeah.
That'll be the next Star Wars story.
Yeah, because they said they're going to delay that Obi-Wan one.
Obi-Wan 1-1.
What do you think?
Yeah.
Apart from staring at my earwax.
Yeah, I think that is a mystery solved right
do you think,
there.
You haven't been able to sleep because of that, have you?
Nope.
No.
I've been going to bed thinking, what about those hammerheads though?
It's just one hammerhead.
What about that hammerhead?
The hammerhead ship, yeah. I could have said anything and Loz would have gone, I agree with it.
Yeah.
Anyway, next one. Do you want to do another one?
Well, I did have one.
Go on then.
Because I enjoyed this and it was worthy of discussion, but obviously it's quite old news, but it's recently this week been making the rounds on the internet again. It's been having a bit of
I'm not sure why.
No, but obviously it's become the news.
But I'm not sure why.
I don't know who to ask.
Because that Blu-ray came out before Christmas, didn't it?
Yeah.
It came out in November, which has got the deleted scene on it, so...
But I don't know why...
I don't know why.
I don't know why.
Loz?
No idea.
No?
But anyway, it has been making the rounds. So, proving that you don't want to get on the wrong side of our CHEWIE.
No, you don't.
Oh. No, the scene is set in Maz Cantana's cantina. It's quite hard to see. I nearly said
hard
Max.
To see?
Maz who?
What? Kanata. What have I spelt there?
You put Max Bygraves.
No, it's autocorrect, isn't it?
Oh, is it? Oh, yeah, it's autocorrect.
Cantina finds UNKAR PLUTT, played by Simon Pegg.
I like him. Yeah.
Confronting Rey. When he gets violent, then decides to square off against Chewie. He doesn't come off well at all. He has his arm ripped off.
He has his arm ripped off.
Oh, that's a bit violent.
That's what they're saying, isn't it?
Yeah.
Violent.
Yeah, but Han does say you don't want to piss off a Wookiee because he'll tear your arms out. And that's exactly what he
does in that scene. I mean, there's a reason why they deleted it, isn't there? That's because of the violence, I think.
No, I think it's also because it was too much like episode 4.
Yeah.
And the fact that his arm's going off and stuff.
Yeah, but it's a lot more violent than episode 4, isn't it?
Yeah, there's no blood.
Yeah, he properly wrenches it off and throws it on the table in disgust.
Yeah, so have you not got the special edition of Force Awakens?
No.
There's only a couple of deleted
So why
scenes.
is it only just making the rounds?
I don't know. Why? It doesn't make any
It
sense.
even made other podcast news.
Yeah.
This week.
But it's been there. It's there on that Blu-ray.
All right.
Blu-ray.
Wow.
That's it for all the stories that we got. But I have got another one. I listened to The Princess Diarist today.
You said you were going to, so you listened to it today.
I listened to it. It's only like 5 hours long, so I listened to it while I was working.
yeah.
I was listening to it today, and
who reads it? Is it her herself?
Carrie Fisher reads it, and the excerpts from her journals are read by her daughter Billy Lord. And it's quite emotional to listen to it because obviously she's reading it, but she's so insecure. That's the thing that you get from it. That when Billy Lord is reading what she wrote when she was 19 during the making of Star Wars, and she's having this fling with Harrison Ford, she's really, really down on herself, and really that she's not worthy of having any kind of relationship. She wants Harrison Ford to leave his wife and marry her, and just going through it. It's a lot of it is taking the mickey out of herself, but it's a really good read. Well, I listened to it, but it's and there are just a couple of little things that she says where she's talking about the fact that at the start of the book that she found these journals, and she said when I'm dead my mum will release these just to embarrass me. And you sort of think, oh God, you just do it if only you knew, sort of thing. Obviously. But it's I would urge people to read it. I made the point that I'm gonna listen to it now, but I didn't get teary. But there are moments when you listen to it and because she come to terms with the whole Star Wars thing, where she did resent it quite a bit, especially during making, because she was saying that the first night that she was with Harrison Ford, they all had a party, it was the start of production, and all of the British crew were trying to get her drunk. She said, "Oh no, don't have a drink, and all the Brits go, "Oh, I'll have a drink, go on, darling, have a drink," and they got her drunk.
They're all from Mary Poppins.
Yeah, go blimey, and they said she needed some air, so that they were going to take her outside to get some air. And Harrison Ford came up and went, no, I'll look after her, and then whisked her in a taxi. They went off to have something to eat, and then they went off back to her place. And
did they just think she was really easy?
He ignited his lightsaber.
That makes it sound like she's just really easy, didn't it?
Well, yeah, but I think she was, from what I can make out, she was but she was coming across. She came across to Harrison Ford that she was quite sort of not easy isn't the right word, but she'd had a lot of experience when in truth she hadn't. Yeah. But it's a good companion piece to the Bright Lights. If you want Bright Lights, it's a good companion piece. Hello. So that was really good.
I'm gonna have to read that one.
I think you should.
I will read it.
But it's also, I had my free thing for Audible, so I played it on that.
Do you get to keep it with your free thing?
You certainly do.
Sounds like we're advertising Audible.
We are. Yeah. If they want to subscribe to us and sponsor us, then they can. Well, Loz, what have you got to say about Star Wars?
Well, I liked it.
Which Star Wars?
That's about as in-depth as you're going to get.
What was the one that we went to see together?
Force Awakens.
I like Force Awakens. I did like that film a lot. I like the fact
Didn't like Empire Strikes Back.
No.
Well, in all fairness, she came in blind, and it's a sequel.
Have you explained that we do a movie podcast
Yes.
separately to this one? Right.
Yes.
So
So when that's done,
I've never been a massive Star Wars fan, I have to admit, but when I came to see it with you, I was pretty bowled over by that film. And I watched it 3 times, actually, didn't I? And I really enjoyed the fact that it was a female protagonist. I think I get it. I get why people love it. I do. And it's a generation thing, and it's just, it's legendary status. And I totally understand that it's escapism at its finest. And, I mean, I love you guys and you like it, so it can't be that bad.
I don't know, but have you heard some of the songs that Neil chooses for the radio show? I mean,
That's true.
Yeah.
You don't always get it right, do you?
Baby, I know it all. You'll never live that one down.
Do you know? Subjective, like we said.
Absolutely, everything is
It
subjective.
is.
Everything is. We wouldn't expect you to like everything, Loz, like we do. Like what we do.
But if you don't like what Pav likes, he'll have.
Absolutely.
My brother Bryn is insisting this is a Star Trek room. He's actually going, no, you're wrong, and it's like, no,
this is
no,
Star
dude.
Wars. This whole
You are wrong.
The slits of Star Wars.
They certainly do look like.
They certainly do. Well, we've gone on far longer than we normally do. So, bit of housekeeping.
Absolutely. In the comments below, you will see all sorts of lovely ways of getting in touch with us. Mm-hmm. But I want to bring something up.
Oh,
Patreon.
Ah,
We are on Patreon.
oh.
Now, we value all the support we get, but we just ask for that little bit extra to keep things free. So if you go to Patreon, well, it's true though, isn't it?
It is absolutely, yes.
So if you go to Patreon, put Pancast in Patreon. It's the easiest way. If I can find it, anyone can find it.
Indeed.
It gives you a whole slew of different ways to help us out. Please do and become a Pancast pal on Patreon. Also, come and like this video. Please, like away, share away, do whatever you want to do with it. But do come on over and join us and subscribe to the YouTube family.
Wonderful.
Is that all good?
That's good. And it's nice to have Loz on another one of our little things. You've done trailer reaction now.
I've done a few different ones. I did the trailer reaction for Train Spotting, didn't I?
You did.
Yeah.
I obviously
Our
did
most successful
the Pancast
one.
movie show
Yeah.
with you every single
You've done a
Thursday.
movie heaven with us.
I've done a movie heaven.
Mm-hmm.
This is the only one I haven't been on.
You need to release an album.
Yeah.
Live at the
Come and
shed.
sing
Oh, I'm
three
gonna do
songs.
that
Do the
instead.
music one.
I'll come and do some music.
Yeah, come and do some music, and I think that's it.
That's
But
it.
yeah, I've got my money.co.uk hat on this evening.
Yeah.
I work for full time, and this is where we are, isn't it?
Would you like to give them a
cinema.
shout out?
Well, I just have.
Oh, yeah.
I'm trying to do it subtly, Pat, for goodness sake.
Yeah, do another one.
I'm their PR manager, and
Well,
that was
there
my
you
subtle
go.
way of going, yes, I work for money.co.uk, and this is their cinema, which is in our headquarters in Cirencester.
So if somebody says to you, what does money.co.uk do?
We are an independent comparison site, financial. So basically, if you want to get a credit card or a mortgage, but you'd like to compare the prices to make sure you're getting the best value one, come to our site and we will be able to tell you.
Right.
Loans,
There you
credit
go.
cards, mortgages.
Okay, so you don't compare 2 different £5 notes and see if there's something different.
No.
If it's got the cereal
No,
on
Yeah,
we
as
don't
well.
do that. We don't do
With
that.
animal fat in
But
it.
we also give you lots of guidance and help on what to choose, because just because something's the cheapest doesn't necessarily mean it's the best for you. So we've got lots of finance is sometimes a bit difficult and it's a bit jargony. So we've got brilliant guides on our site that explains things like a mortgage and how to get one, the best kind of mortgage for you. So
There you
come
go.
on over to our site and have a quick looky.
And if you want to build one of these cinemas, you'll tell us how.
Yeah. I think we should move the shed into
I
here
think
and have
it'd be fine. They wouldn't know we were in here.
We could do our
afterwards.
live
We
shows from
need to
here.
speak very nicely to Chris Morling about
Yeah.
letting you come and use this.
Yes,
cinema,
it's a
don't we?
wonderful, wonderful place.
Yeah.
It's,
It is,
It's
it's
like
awesome.
we're home.
Well, thank you very much for inviting
Yes.
us, Loz.
Well, thank you ever so much for coming, and thank
Thank you.
for entertaining the idea.
That's
Indeed.
fine.
Thank you very much, everybody, for watching and for
Thank
listening.
you.
And
Bye.
we'll be back next week. So it's thank you from me, Pav.
Thank you from me, Neil.
And it's a thank you from me, Loz.
Hey!